Hello out there, VC. Tony P coming back at you here. Again, back in the basement, man cave or whatever it's called down here. Listen to some music in the background way back. I don't think you can hear it too well. Actually, there's no music in the background. It's just my head. Music I hear all the time up there. This is my entry into the Chris Propfe musically obsessed channel. His 413 contest, 413 subscribers. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. He has a great channel. He has different tastes. He can talk to you about anything musically that you want to talk about. And he likes CDs. I think he even has some cassettes thrown around in there. Pretty much like I have. Not as extensive. I don't have anything as extensive as anybody around here. But I do have a few things. So his 413 contest is about, well, the rules are you have to show your 4 favorite albums and why they're your favorites. 1 album that you purchased on a whim. And 3 albums that are essential to different genres. So, here you go. Let's start off with the 4th. Edgar Winter and White Trash. Rick Derringer, with him on the cover, rocking it. I don't know if you can see all that. A little bit of here. Edgar there. Rick Derringer. I used to fire this baby up at the house. On side 3, this is a double album, on side 3, which is totally made up of Tobacco Road, 17 minutes and 13 seconds long. And I used to turn that baby up. My dad would come flying into the room and say, if I hear that one more time, I'm going to fire it right outside. And of course, I did not want it to be a Frisbee, nor did I want to take my life to the beyond. Edgar Winter, great. And I was fortunate enough to see them. They played at my college, along with UFO, and I want to say Uriah Heep. But that was eons ago when I had hair. I don't have any now, but anyway. Edgar Winter, White Trash, 1 album of the 4. Next one, Steppenwolf Live. Me and my buddies, check those boys out. That's about 1970. Check the hairstyle. Love the hat. Huh? 70, John Kay in there floating around. Me and my buddies would sit around with this in the evenings. I used to have to worry about cranking that bad boy up. But Steppenwolf, Magic Carpet Ride. Okay, well, we won't go into that. But Steppenwolf Live. We used to crank that baby out. I can still see my buddies sitting around drinking Pepsi, Cola, I think. Okay, that's number 2. I really like these guys. The Turtles. You think that'd be funny after I show you Edgar Winter and Steppenwolf that I would give you a little bit of this. The Turtles' greatest hits. That was one. This is one of these days where you would play this when the sun's shining outside and the summer air is waffling through the house and the curtains are blowing. And my only bad part about this album, I see the boys on the back. What they call themselves later on, Eddie and Flo. My only problem with this later on, with this particular album, was it didn't have Eleanor. That was my favorite Turtle song, Eleanor. I have it on CD somewhere, I think, in there, or on a comp somewhere. Turtles, number 3. 4th one, and you've seen this one before. Spirit, the 12 Dreams of Dr. Sargonicus. Fantastic album. I don't think there's a bad track on this baby. I believe it's a gatefold also, and I think I showed you this once before on there. But that's one of my essentials. Now, I try to stay away from ones I've shown before to give other albums some playtime. So there might have been something else I would have shown if I didn't show them before. So that's my 4 favorite albums. The one I bought on a whim, and I just did this. I was tired of being in the house. I went to a local big box store, and Vinyl Richie, don't get mad at me, but it was on a whim. I needed for my album fix. I needed one, and I saw this. It is a series from Capitol, I believe, a subsidiary of Capitol. It's called Icon, and it has Beach Boys' favorites on it. California Girls, I Get Around, Be True to Your School, although I don't like that particular song and how the arrangement is. Good Vibrations, Help Me Rhonda, God Only Knows, Surfer Girl, Little Disco, etc., etc. But look at that. I mean, how could you not buy that? It's a beach ball. Come on. The thing is, I don't know what side's what. So, but there's no sleeve to this, so I have to find the sleeve to put in there and somehow rig that up. But that's all it was. It plays well, plays okay. I've heard better, but it's not bad. So, 4 albums I find, 4 favorite albums and why. 1 album you bought on a whim. I showed you my whim. 3 albums that are essential to 3 different genres, and sometimes you don't think of these people necessarily. This young lady for jazz. I believe she's Mrs. Elvis Costello, Diane Krall. And this is Live in Paris. If you get a chance to get this CD, really, really good. I mean, she does a couple covers. Great voice, great up-tempo. I think it's recorded well, it's arranged well. If you get a chance, Diane Krall, jazz. Blues. Now, I didn't want Edgar to be alone in this. So, I brought his brother. About blues, about blues, about blues. Johnny Winter. And there he is. Great album if you want to hear some blues. Some people don't think of him like that. Okay, but that is him. Johnny Winter and the Blues. Last but not least, and I haven't seen this quite yet on the VC, and this has been around, The Outlaws. Waylon Jennings. Jesse Coulter, I believe, was on there. Tom Paul Glaser. And a very, very young Willie Nelson. Check that out. Huh? Has My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys, Good Hearted Woman, Heaven or Hell, T for Texas. Put another log on the fire. If you get a chance, please take a look at this baby. If you get a chance, if you see it, I'm sure you'll see these a lot, probably in the dollar bin. So that's mine. I don't think I've missed anything. Everybody takes a little sip of something. What do you want to see? My coffee cup. So there it is. Put me in a drawing there, Mr. Propfe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have not subscribed to his channel, please do so. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. You really like it. All right. 2 from the trunk. Tony P saying, peace, love, rock and roll. Coming from the basement. Sayonara. Or as we say in Italy, ciao, baby.